Hey man, we supposed to be brothers, man. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to do this. Man, come on. Stop. Look, either you gonna suck it or fuck it. I don't want to hear all that real shit you talking over there. Now what's it gonna be? Either you gonna get down or lay down. Alright, man. Alright. Damn. Just don't hit me no more. I'll suck it. I'll suck it. Stop. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. But first, I gotta say something, people. Let me apologize to you, to all of you. I've been away for about 4, maybe 5 days. I had some important stuff that I had to take care of out of state. Therefore, I posted some videos I had in the stash that I figured y'all might want to take a look at until I got back to tell y'all some real stories. Now, trust and believe, people. The time that I've done, the places I've been, there is no shortage of grimy inmates. There is definitely no shortage of booty bandits. And oh, I do have plenty of inmates to still introduce. With that being said, people, stick around for the ride. I'm here for the long run. And trust me, like I told y'all a while ago, these stories will only get more and more diabolical. It's just the placement when I decide to put them out here for y'all to hear. So with that said, y'all, let me introduce you to another inmate named Moonface. Now, Moonface, he wasn't that big of a guy, maybe about 180, 190, but it was the weirdness of him, the aura, that made him so scary. And I guess I just gotta explain it to y'all. So, this guy, he idolized Two-Face from Batman. Yeah, y'all heard me. The guy that was a half demon and the other half was a regular guy. Well, you know, he got burnt by the acid and all that nonsense. Anyway, so he calls himself Moonface because he feels he's half man, half woman. I don't know what that has to do with a moon face, but that's what he called himself. Maybe because the moon rises and sets. It comes up and down. I don't know. Anyway, people, when I say weird, this guy, and shout out to the prison barber for even taking this guy on as a client, because I wouldn't have. I would have told him straight up, I'm not cutting that weird shit in your head, bro. But this guy let his hair grow to the point where half of his hair was long and the other half was a Caesar. Yeah, so picture that. Half of his head is cut down low. The other half is combed over to the side, like a girl. He got relaxer in it. Now, this guy would have half of his lips colored with the color, you know, from the candy, like makeup. He would have one of his cheeks with blush on it. He would have eyeliner on one eye. And the guy would alter his clothes to the point where half of his shirt would be tight, the other half would be loose. One side of his pants was tight, the other side was loose. Now that required stitching. He had to get that specially stitched just to look that way. That's how important this dumb look was for this guy or girl, whatever you want to call him. Moonface. Now, Moonface, he had a habit. He had a habit of pretty much baiting people into being with him. He would get them in predicaments that they owed money or they owed things, commissary, and they couldn't pay it. And well, he'd tell them straight up, either you gonna pay me or you gonna pay me. And everybody knew what he meant when he said you gonna pay me. Because now, Moonface wasn't scared to fight. Oh nah, he'd throw them hands with you. He ain't scared of getting punched, but if he knock you out, you never know what's gonna happen to you while you sleep. Because Moonface, he don't care. He don't care about going to lockup. He don't care about other inmates seeing him do stuff. He will do something to you right in front of other inmates and dare somebody to step in to try and stop it. Oh yeah, I ain't playing. This dude will whip his thing out and do the most while you knocked out. Yeah. Now, obviously from the description, this guy was not a normal guy. He was a bona fide psychopath. Yes, y'all. And the prison don't care. They mix everybody together. I told y'all, you could come in there with a 4th degree burglary charge and get lumped in with unalivers, grapers, you name it. So at no point in time will you be safe in prison. Especially if you really ain't like that. If you really ain't like that, man, I encourage you to get on your hands and knees and beg that judge for probation or a huge fine or something. If you know you's a duck, don't go to prison, man. Because if you can't even handle, out in the streets, people being rough out in the streets, you damn sure ain't gonna be able to handle prison. You damn sure ain't gonna be able to navigate around all the gangs and the booty monsters and all of the drama that goes on in the prison. The politics alone will break you. There are things that if you don't know, it could say it could mean your life, pretty much. And ain't nobody gonna tell you certain things. Some things people will let you find out on your own. Now, if anybody ever had a conversation with Moonface, he would seem like a normal person until you let him talk. And he would say crazy stuff like, I don't know if I feel like being a guy or a girl today. Or, I gotta go get my nail done. Not nails, my nail. Or just stupid stuff like, I wonder if this guy would take me out on a date. And you'd be looking at him like, hey man, you know we in prison, right? The hell you talking about take you out on a date? Where you gonna take you? The lunchroom? Out to the yard? What the hell wrong with you, my Moonface? Get it together. And he'd just be looking at you like, yeah, I know where we are, but so what? It is what it is. We here, right? Might as well make the best of it. Now, any normal inmate would look at him with disgust. But believe it or not, y'all, prison is a judge-free zone. So when I say that is, yeah, they're going to judge you on the low in the corner somewhere in they cell, but they're not going to judge you in your face. Ain't nobody gonna tell you you sound crazy or you look crazy because they don't want the beef. It's always gonna be some beef. And hey man, people get hurt over that beef, over words. It's real easy. Now, the one thing that Moonface would do, he would stock up on his commissary. Right? And he wasn't a store guy or nothing like that. But he would always have some commissary in the stash that he could, maneuver with. Now, Moonface would pick small inmates that didn't have no real peoples in there. They wasn't associated with no gangs. He would find them and he would prey on them, y'all. It didn't matter to him whether they was black or white, whatever they was. If you was under 150 pounds and you came through that prison, which was normally a lot of those YNs, oh yeah, he was going to try you. If you wasn't smart enough to back him down and tell him you good, you don't need nothing from him, he'll get you in this trap real quick. Because he'll start you off like this. He'll say, hey listen, I got all these soups over here. You might as well take a few and just get it back to me when you can. It start like that. And it sounds like he's a pretty nice guy and he's trying to do you a favor. Then the next thing, you need some, some meat. So you want some chicken or some tuna? Well, what you want, man? I got it. I got it. Just give me 2 cans back on the next commissary. Now, that's where the trick starts, y'all. He know for certain if you couldn't afford to get them soups on your own, you damn sure ain't got no money coming in next week to get no cans back to him. Definitely not double at that. So, now mind you, y'all, Moonface played a long game. Most inmates, when they give you something they expect it back on the next commissary, that next commissary might be your last day in that pod if you don't got what they need. But not Moonface. You come to Moonface, I ain't got it, bro. I thought I was getting money, but I ain't get it. Excuse me. Moonface just gonna look at you and say, hey, man, it's good, it's good, it's good. You need anything else? You gonna be good next week, right? I know you should be good by next week. So you need something to get you by till next week? Alright, here you go, man. I'll give you 2 more cans and I'll give you 4 more soups. And you need some smokes? Here, take these Newports. I don't even smoke them. I smoke Black and Mild. Take these Newports. Alright. Bet. Now, next week come, you still ain't got his stuff. Oh, it's adding up. That debt adding up. Now, everybody that happens to know about your interaction, they just looking. They like, dang, what the hell going on with Moonface? He letting old boy ride. And when they see that, they know, oh yeah, homeboy in trouble. Homeboy is in trouble. If he don't hit that gate, he gonna end up Moonface little girlfriend. So that's the way Moonface ran his game, y'all. And he ran that game on a new inmate called JR. Now, JR had no clue, y'all. He had no clue this guy was grooming him. He had no clue that Moonface really wanted something out of him. Mind you, if you was a new inmate in prison, y'all, get in the comment box. Would you go up to the craziest looking inmate you could find to borrow commissary from? I think at that point, me personally, I'd rather go ask the gangs or something. I'd rather catch a beat down for not having my stuff than having to deal with a dude with his hair half shaved and eyeliner and half lips and makeup looking crazy. No. I'm not going your direction. Get in the comment box, y'all. Tell me, would y'all approach Moonface for commissary? Or would you go find anybody else in the prison but him? Let me know what y'all think. Oh yeah, if you haven't done so already, like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video, y'all. We gotta get these joints out to the masses, y'all. Alright, y'all. Let's go. Now, JR come in the pod, and I ain't gonna stunt. He was a little short. He was like 5'5", 100, maybe 40. He might have been 150, pushing 150, tops. Little guy. No weight to him at all. First bid. No friends, no gang, and he's just pretty much trying to figure prison out. JR gonna be here for a couple years. He actually got an armed robbery charge. Yeah, you know them YNs real tough when they got them blickies. Well, JR, it ain't no blickies in this prison. So either you gonna man up and show everybody what you got, or everybody just gonna find out what you got when they take it from you. Now, going into prison and taking commissary from inmates in your first week is a big no-no. Think about it, people. You would have to assume that anybody trying to be nice to you, anyone nice enough to give you commissary, they gotta want something back in return. And chances are, it ain't gonna be no money or no return commissary. They want you. That is why they approached you in the first place, to give you the stuff, because they was interested in what they saw. So, people, Moonface was interested in JR. He approached him, and he said, hey, what's going on, youngin'? What's going on? You new here, huh? My name Moonface. And dude just looking at him like, hey, what up, man? Hey, alright, what up? He don't know what to say. He looking at a weirdo. He's like, alright, hey man, say, what time is lunch call around here? What time they do lunch? And Moonface is like, well, lunch ain't gonna be till about 1 o'clock. You hungry? You hungry, child? Come on now. I got something for you. Come on over to my cell. I got something for you. Hold you over till lunchtime. Come on now, baby. And JR like, whoa, baby, what? Oh, that's just how I talk. That's just how I talk, sugar. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Now, he not minding them. First red flag. You're not gonna call me baby, sugar, or any other feminine name. We not playing them kind of games. I don't care how you talk. You better talk different when you talking to me. But JR did not check him. He followed him onto the cell. Now, when Moonface opened his locker, it was like heaven. JR saw all that commissary and almost bust a nut. He was like, oh, damn, man. You got it all up in here. Damn, how long you been here? You got everything. Moonface told him since he knew and he needs some stuff, he gonna give him a little care package and give him like 2 weeks to pay him back. So, and he even told him, look, just pick the same items off of commissary and give me double back. Or you could pick any items off of commissary as long as it's not a whole bunch of stamps or something that I can't use. Like I want coffee. I take some stamps, but I don't want a whole bunch of soups and, you know what I mean? You see my locker is full already. This is what Moonface is telling him. So, JR like, alright, that's a bet. You got a bag or something? Yeah, here you go. Here, go ahead. How many items you want? Go ahead and pick them out. And we'll add it up. And I'll tell you how much you owe me. So JR go ahead and pick out about 15 items. You got a bar of soap, some soups, some tuna, some chicken, a few honey buns, a couple of sodas. Now, he said, alright, now remember, I'm only charging you double. Most people is triple. But I like you, young boy. I like you. Now, he said, I'm going to charge you double. That means for all of this stuff, I'm going to need $100 back. And you got 2 weeks. Now, first mistake after hearing this story that I already knew the young boy made was not asking, well, what's going to happen if I don't pay it back on time? That should always be one of the number one questions you ask when you getting stuff from the store guy or anybody in prison. What are the penalties for lateness? Now, a lot of guys are trying to go home. They're not really about that drama. So, most of the time, the penalty is going to be, you're going to have to owe more. You're never going to get out of debt. You're going to be continuously in debt because by the time you finally get enough to pay back what you really owe, you still don't have the interest. And when you don't have the interest, that means it goes over to the next week and the next week. And it's pretty much like you become the prison pocketbook. They just go and dip their hands in and take money or commissary whenever they want to because you always owe them. Don't be the prison pocketbook, y'all. Don't do it. Now, JR took his stuff, went on back to his cell, and he was chilling. Made him a hookup, kicked it in the cell with the bunkie, watched TV, and he let them days and days go by. He didn't make not one phone call home, y'all. I guess maybe he didn't have nobody to rely on in the streets. But Needless to say, there was no money coming in. He didn't even have a job in the prison making 25 cents an hour. So, the 2 weeks would pass by, and he would go and see him. Now, Moonface told him, hey, listen, that's cool. I get it. I'm going to give you 1 more week, but at this point, we're going to have to make it 3 for 1. I got to charge you what I charge everybody else, because now, you put me in a situation, young boy, where everybody else going to know I let you get off, so they going to think they could get off on me, and it's not going down like that. And JR responded, and he was like, alright, man, alright, dang, that's a lot, but alright, man, I got you, dude, I got you, I swear. Now this is where the psychopathic, problem comes in when it comes to Moonface. He truly is a psychopath, and it flips on and off without warning. Moonface looked at JR and said, who you calling a dude? Who you calling a dude? I ain't no dude. You better have my stuff. You better have my stuff, or it's gonna be consequences. I don't know what the other guy told you, but I'm different. I'm Moonface. And I say, either you have my stuff and you pay me, or you come to my cell and you gonna pay me. You understand what I'm saying to you, young boy? Am I getting through? And JR just looking like, I guess, sir, ma'am, I'm sorry. Well, you better be. And Moonface turned around to walk off. And JR, he said one more thing. Excuse me, miss. Moonface turned back around. I know you ain't just called me a girl. And he went to grab him. And he said, whoa. I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I thought you were somebody else. Moonface backed up, put his hands down, gave him a stare down, and just walked away. Back to his cell. So, let's get this story right on to the end, y'all. Because that's what y'all came here for. And y'all about to find out how being naive in prison, it just goes left every single time. You can't even act dumb in prison. Lord help you if you really are dumb. But if you act dumb, you're going to find out today. JR went on down to that cell. He did not have not one lick of that commissary. He went empty-handed. And he went there and he thought that Moonface was going to want to fight. So he went there with the intentions of squaring up with Moonface. He got in the cell and he closed the door behind himself. Another idiot move. Never lock yourself in another inmate's cell. You don't know what weapons they have available, what they got on deck ready for intruders. Says, hey Moonface, I ain't got your shit, man. I just ain't got it. Now if you want to fight about it, let's get it. I ain't scared, man. I ain't scared of you, man. One thing that I left out about Moonface. I told y'all, he was about 190 pounds. But I did not tell y'all that he was about 6'5". Yeah. He's a big half punk. He stood up off of that bunk and towered over JR. Grabbed him by his throat, threw him against the wall, laughed at him and said, fight. Smacked the shit out of him. Fight? This ain't no fight. You got 2 options. You don't got my stuff. It's been over 3 weeks. And you know what I said. Either you gonna pay me or you gonna pay me. Either you gonna suck it or you gonna fuck it. What's it gonna be, young boy? And young boy just shaking. He crying, convulsing. Moonface still got him by the throat. And well, he agreed to suck it. That was his only way of surviving, I guess. At least surviving with his butthole intact. And, well, y'all already know, this story got spread around the pod by Moonface crazy ass himself. He told everybody what a joke he made out of that young boy, and he hoped to do business with him again. Alright, y'all, listen, that is going to be it for this story. I hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment box. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings, people. As usual, this is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.